What if everything you believe about the world is just an illusion? What if you had no science, no religion, no history, no answers, just your mind? And a question: where did everything come from? Would you be able to explain the existence of the world? Or would your thoughts collapse into a void of uncertainty? I tried to answer this question without relying on science or religion, and what I found completely changed how I think about existence. Stay with me until the end of this video, because the answer to this question might make you question reality itself. The search for answers, without science or religion. Imagine you were born in a world where there are no books, no teachers, no theories, just raw existence. No one has ever told you how the world works. There are no stories of gods, no scientific models, no equations, no myths. Just you and the natural world. You wake up in the morning and see the sun. You feel its warmth on your skin. Later you watch it disappear beyond the horizon, and suddenly, darkness takes over. You see stars shining in the vast emptiness above. What are these lights in the sky? What is the sun? Why does it disappear and come back every day? Then, you look down, at the ground beneath your feet, at the trees, at the rivers, at the clouds. Everything moves, everything changes. But where did it all come from? I would have no choice but to rely on my observations. But how can I tell what is real? How do I distinguish truth from illusion? If I see something with my own eyes, does that mean it exists? What if my mind plays tricks on me? If I don't believe in science or religion, I only have my own reasoning. But even reasoning follows certain rules. And where do those rules come from? Do I create them myself, or do they exist independently of me? The problem of nothingness. To understand existence, I must first consider its opposite, nothingness. If there was nothing, how did something appear? I try to imagine absolute nothingness. No space, no time, no movement, no thoughts, no awareness. Just nothing. But here's the problem. The moment I try to imagine nothingness, I turn it into something. The very act of thinking about nothing makes it something in my mind. Maybe true nothingness is impossible. But if something has always existed, why does everything change? I observe cycles. The sun rises and sets. Water evaporates and returns as rain. Trees grow and decay. Everything seems to follow a pattern. Everything seems to be part of a larger system. But does that system have a starting point? The first cause paradox. If everything comes from something else, then what was the first thing? A tree grows from a seed. A person is born from parents. Every living thing seems to have a source, a cause. But if everything has a cause, then what was the first cause? Where does the chain begin? If every effect has a cause, then what was the first cause? If I say something has always existed, why does everything around me seem to be in motion, in transformation? If the universe has always been here, why is it constantly changing? But if the universe had a beginning, what caused it? Can something exist without a cause? Is it possible for something to exist without a cause? If so, why don't we see new universes randomly appearing in front of us? If something can just be, why doesn't this happen all the time? Maybe the idea that everything has a cause is just a rule inside my mind. Maybe reality doesn't follow this rule at all. But if reality doesn't follow cause and effect, why does everything in nature obey patterns? Why do seasons change? Why do things grow and decay? If I reject both science and religion, I am left with only one possibility: that the universe simply exists, with no reason at all. The contradiction of existence. But this contradicts my observations. In my experience, everything has a cause. Everything I see follows a pattern. So why would the universe be any different? If absolute nothingness had ever existed, then there should be nothing now. But something does exist. So maybe nothingness never existed at all. Maybe existence is the only thing that doesn't need a cause. But if that's true, then I have another problem. The illusion of thought. If I reject both science and religion, do I even have the ability to ask this question? The moment I try to think about existence, I create rules. Logic, reason, cause, and effect. But what if these rules only exist in my mind? What if my mind itself is just following patterns that aren't real? Maybe I am left with only one option, to define existence through my own perception. Maybe the world exists simply because I experience it. Maybe I am the only proof of reality. Or maybe none of this matters, because the very question itself is beyond my ability to answer. What do you think? Now I turn this question over to you. Without science or religion, how would you explain the existence of the world? Would you say the universe has always been here? Or do you think something had to create it? Or do you think this question is impossible to answer at all? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's explore this mystery together.